I hear, why aren't you participating, or why don't you let him participate? How does it work?
I do let him participate, right?
Okay, then why aren't you participating?
Well,
he just gives in to me.
You're about to be a dad.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So if it's a he just gives in to me, does that mean she's the fuck up?
She's manipulative.
That's great. I will. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I can manipulate a situation if I need to. I will. Yeah.
Okay, we laugh about it and then immediately admit that's true. That's weird. Okay.
That's shocking.
What the fuck are we talking about? Huh?
That was shocking. I didn't expect that.
Why'd you say that?
Because, well, like...
You giggled about it. Was that an immediate cope giggle, or are you f***ing around?
For an instance, just small instance, like, it's not anything, like, crazy, but, like, the other day, like, she really wanted some McDonald's. And I was like, no, like, we don't need to go get it or whatever. We don't need it. We've got plenty of food here. We just went grocery shopping, like, earlier in the week. And then, like, she just kept hounding me. And finally, I gave in and I went and got her some freaking McDonald's.
What are we prioritizing right now? I mean, a McDonald's order, right? That's not make or break for our life. And I'm sure you make well above the median income. So obviously you guys should be doing pretty well.
Yes.
What's the issue?
Well, one of the things that really made our finances go or get us in such a big hole was the wedding. That was
a year ago.
Yeah,
you can't. No fucking way. Listen, I don't know your finances. I ain't going blind with the audience, but I see a credit 1 at the top. A credit 1 is the worst of the worst of the worst. No way you're just in mountains of credit cards because of just the wedding.
No,
it has to be more than that.
It's not.
Well,
it's
also
not just
Christmas.
It's not just the wedding.
Well, you don't have a fucking kid yet.
There was at least $11,000 spent on the wedding.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Christmas.
No, but I mean, I'm sure there was like at least $3,000 probably spent on Christmas.
What is this manipulation that we're talking about? I want to hear more about that, because it can't just be a McDonald's. I'm not gonna listen to that. That sounds like an immediate deflection. You know,
yeah, it's just like she wants something, she'll want something, and then like if I tell her no, like we shouldn't be doing that, she'll just keep bringing it up, and just keep hounding me for it, and then eventually I just give in.
Like how often? And like, okay, you brought up the example of McDonald's, but like, what's the how often and like how substantial?
Like with the Christmas stuff, like I didn't want to like go all out for like Christmas or anything, and I didn't want to spend any money at all, as much or as little as I possibly could. And then she was like, "Well, we can't be pieces of shit, so I'm gonna put it all on my credit cards and get everybody gifts."
I will say that also, like, since I've gotten pregnant, like, I use that as, like, I do use that as a manipulation, I think. Like,
if you're fully acknowledging this, then why aren't you just stopping? I mean, like, usually if someone's manipulating, it's one person saying, they're manipulating me, and the other person saying no, and you're like, no, yeah, I'm manipulating them. So what the fuck are we continuing
it? Well, we just started having conversations about.
Okay, tell me about your guys' conversations when it comes to finances. What are we doing?
So he doesn't do the bills. I do the budget for every single month. Every single time we get paid, he doesn't touch it.
But why do you think? He suggested it's because you just take control and then do whatever you want. Is that what you suggested? It's kind of what I heard.
I can't say 100% like she just does whatever she
wants. So then why aren't you participating? Because you're about to have a kid. Are you not going to participate in that?
Absolutely.
Okay, so why aren't you participating in the households of the finances of the kid, the house that the kid's going to live in and grow up in?
Like,
now 5 days before coming on. That's what always happens. I don't give a fuck about that. Let's talk in the most recent months, right? Now is nothing. You were coming on the show. You knew you were coming on the show. You went through the onboarding process. Mm-hmm. This is a multi-week thing. I don't give a fuck about that time. That is nothing. That is nothing. Okay?
Since we've been together, I've always done the finances. I've always done our budget, and I can't even really say budget because we blow it out of the water every single time.
I want to know why. Why just you? I feel like I'm not getting an answer.
He doesn't spend money. Like, just point blank period. Like, if we're spending money, it's mostly my idea.
The main reason why she takes care of the budget, honestly, is I'm not really that, like, I guess I'm not, what's the freaking word?
Savvy?
No, it's not savvy. I'm just not patient.
She's calling you
patient enough. I'm not patient enough to do it. She's just better with it, so I let her do it.
Okay. Again, let's talk about going into fatherhood. You're not impatient enough to look at numbers. What the f are you going to deal with a toddler?
Oh, I got to work on that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. We set goals every single month. We just end up doing what we want.
What do you mean? How is it?
Okay.
How possibly are we able to use the word we if you're the only one that looks at it? And
Because I
does it?
take the goals to him and I say, this is how much money we have. This is how much money that we can spend on this. And then he says, okay, that looks great. I'll pay whatever I pay towards the bills. And then we end up spending more than what I've allotted. And then we fuck ourselves.
Then why don't you step in?
I tried
If it's
to.
just, what do you mean you try to? Walk me through that. I am trying to get a baseline here. I need to know. I need a little peek inside of what this money relationship is like. You try to. What does I try to?
Well,
And how does it go?
so I do try to keep us from spending more money than we need to. Again, just a lot of the time when we go, anytime we go do something, if she wants to do something, like if she wants to add something to like the itinerary or whatever, then like
Is it really just going and doing things? That's it. That's it. It just comes down to that. It's like we're on a trip or something and it's just doing things. What is the itinerary? Like we're going to Target, then all of a sudden McDonald's gets added? Is that what we're talking about? Or are we talking we're going to Disney and now we're going to add a new park? What is this we're adding to the itinerary? Because that's vague.
well, I mean, being on the same like account, it's kind of hard to manage like who's
No.
spending what. I
What
guess.
is adding to the itinerary?
Oh, well, like
Like if our friends call and they're like, hey, we want to go out to dinner or we want to go see a movie or we want to go bowling. He will be perfectly fine with just like sitting at home and have FOMO and I don't want to not participate. So we
What?
go do
Is
it.
that adding things to the itinerary? You said when you were out and about.
well, I mean, yeah, that's just like, I guess that's part of it, yes, but like that right there, honestly, is most of it. I feel like because
How often is that?
Almost every weekend.
Yeah,
We're doing
at
something
least
every
every
weekend.
weekend.
Prepared to have a fucking kid? Financially. I mean,
We
no
think
way
s-
for
we
coming on
think
this
so.
show. Please tell me some of this is a fucking mortgage because we are 6 figures in debt. It's all bad debt.
Yeah.
Oh my, we're about to go through 1,000 fucking documents. Oh, for fuck's sake, we're going to be here for an eternity. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 bad debts? Not a single fucking mortgage over 6 figures? What the fuck are we doing? No way what you guys are talking about. No way what you guys are talking about is even close. To insinuating how bad this actually is. I had no idea how bad this was. With everything you said so far, I was expecting to look at the sheet that gives like a fucking recap of what all your debts are. I was expecting to see $20,000. What the f have we done?
Well,
What
I
how old are
know.
we? We're mid-20s.
Yeah.
What have you done?
Well, two.
And no, how much was the wedding? Before you answer, you said like 15,000.
11,000.
Like 11,000.
11,000. How are we over 6 figures? That would be 10% of this. What the fuck is happening? We have a kid coming.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, we
Oh,
okay. So
run for a
we do
ride.
have a mortgage though.
Yeah, that's two of those.
Two of those
payments.
are two of those loans are for our mortgage.
Yes.
How much?
I think one is like 11,000, and I think the other one,
10% then?
and then the other one is like 20. No,
So it'd be 20%. So
In-
still
in
70% of it is
total-
all you bad debt?
Basically, yes.
Oh my.
and both of our cars.
Well,
that's
innocent,
bad debt,
that is
but-
bad debt,
Yeah.
probably
Bad debt,
depreciating
yeah.
asset. I don't give a Listen, you're probably in a situation where you live in a low cost of living area where you make maybe double the median household income and you've gone to this extent?
Yes.
Why? You're just bored working from home all day? You're just Can I have the whiteboard? Whiteboard? I want to see you guys do something. You're going to collaborate on this.
Okay.
A kid is coming. I need you to write out each category of what this kid is going to cost. And just what you're going to spend on a monthly basis. Number next to it, the category, what you think it's going to fucking cost. And talk. Talk, don't
Okay.
dominate. Bring them in.
Okay.
Bring them in.
So
Well, you got diapers. You got, I don't know. I mean, plan on breastfeeding, so don't really have to worry about formula.
We don't have to worry about formula, but there's like breast bags and like containers and stuff for like the breast milk in the fridge. So
Get to riding.
okay, I would say feeding probably like $100 a month if the breastfeeding works out though.
Yeah,
Because
if
like
it doesn't,
couldn't
then
work out, and then
that's
we have to
expensive.
pay for formula,
Yeah.
which that would be a way higher number. And then like clothing and diapers.
Diapers, yeah, diapers, wipes.
Probably like I would say.
I mean, how much is a box of diapers? I don't know. I
Maybe
don't
you should
that
know
price.
about to be dad.
Yeah, I know.
It's like it depends on the size, but I would say about $50 for a box of diapers.
Okay.
So $50, I'll say. And then this is gonna sound bad. I don't think that there's much more than this.
You guys
truly.
are not even close to
No,
prepared.
because
Oh my! You guys are so
we don't
dumb.
pay for any. We haven't had to pay for anything for him.
Who him? The kid him?
Yeah.
Our son.
Yeah, but you're about to. You haven't fucking looked things up.
No, we
Joined
have.
a parent organization.
We have, but what I'm saying is like these things are already covered.
Elaborate.
Okay, like he has like 6 sets of grandparents. So like we've literally not purchased barely anything for him on our own.
Guys, it's no. I mean, you're talking about the fresh stuff coming. I'm just talking about a monthly
Yeah,
living.
monthly. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
but I mean, honestly, I really don't fully know what else.
Clothing, I guess. He's going to grow out of clothes quicker cuz he's little. He's going to be
Diapers,
little.
wipes, formula if necessary.
Okay, so we're thinking. Okay, let's start
Yeah.
writing it down.
Clothing, I would say probably like
Well,
I would
he's
say like
gonna-
another $50 a month maybe because he's little, so it's not going to be like
they're not super expensive.
yeah. And then feeding, diapers, clothing.
That's all I could come up with, babe. Honestly.
Oh, doctor's visits.
Yeah,
That's
doctor's visits,
Actually
duh.
crazy. Yeah, doctor's visits, doctor's
Wow.
appointments.
Okay.
I would say like $100 a month.
At the least. It's probably way more than that, actually. It's a freaking doctor.
Okay,
So
so
it's expensive.
You guys not know what it costs?
Well, I
With
know
your-
that every time she goes for like her checkups right now, it's like $60 a pop every time she goes. But unfortunately, she has to go like every 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So it's like, it's
Are
adding
you
up.
guys prepared for the cost of the birth?
No,
no. Well, I don't know what we're even gonna have to pay because I had to have a surgery for this pregnancy. That was pretty expensive.
Already?
Yes,
How much?
$4,000.
Okay, I mean it's kind of a walk in the park compared to a lot of medical costs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When it comes to this kind of,
But I'm saying like I'm pretty sure I've already met my deductible for the year.
well, is there a better split or a better split after the deductible? Or are you fully out?
Like there's no out of pocket cost after I
Not
met
a
my.
single cent for you. Okay, with
Yeah.
your insurance. Okay, yeah. Usually with a C-section after insurance, typically looking at 3,214, or just OG classic flaps going in the wind.
Yeah.
Baby flies out 2,655 after
Yeah.
insurance. Typically,
After insurance.